Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
Good. When your day of discussion with the UPSC?
Sir, 23rd May.
23rd of May. Okay. And you have been preparing yourself?
Yes, sir.
What's your good name?
Pardon, sir. The voice is on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
What's your good name? Your name?
Sir, AISHWARYA Verma.
Aishwarya, what I would suggest, you take a picture of.
AISHWARYA Verma, sir.
I know.
Okay,
With
sir.
picture and the sound, you take your picture of.
Yes, sir.
And let your sound, let's discuss. It'll be better now.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
hear me?
Yes, sir.
Since
Yes,
the
sir.
bandwidth is low, so only voice should be okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Is it your first attempt for discussion with UPSC?
Yes, sir.
And how many written attempts you have taken?
Sir, this is my 4th attempt and first interview.
Okay, good. And where did you study? And what did you study in graduation?
Sir, I have done B.Tech in Electrical Engineering from Pantnagar University.
And thereafter?
Sir, I am dedicated to civil services preparation.
From which year are you doing that?
Sir, from 2017. I passed in 2017.
Very nice. And therefore, you can answer those questions that the board asks. Why are you taking so much of time and what you've been doing? Why so much commitment to civil service? All these questions you can answer.
Yes, sir.
It'll be easy for you to answer them.
Sir, I have I have framed this answer in this way that I want to give 100% dedication. If I want to give 100% dedication to a particular job, then I think I should be wholly dedicated to this. If I join some other prospect in between, then I don't think I will be able to do fully justification to the job as well.
Why? The question would be why then? What is so specific here only you can give? While you are engineering 4 years and you can't give in that profession. Did you fail in your class?
No, sir.
Were you a poor student?
No, sir. I was a good student. I also got campus
Why did you
placement.
leave in between?
Sir, I thought that civil services is a better prospect, is a good career, and a better prospect which provide diversity.
So the answer is simple. You thought civil service is a better career option, and therefore you are choosing it.
Yes.
And the answer would be why. Again, why it is a better option.
Sir, because its ambit is too wide, it allows us to work in different domains, and it poses few challenges to us, and work in the field of public service.
So, how does it interest you?
Sir, I think
Is the challenges only in civil service, or there are no challenges? Otherwise,
no,
life
sir,
is
there
very
are challenges
smooth here.
everywhere. Every field has its own
This
challenges.
Prime Minister talks about Startup India. He doesn't talk of bureaucratic India.
Yes, sir.
He thinks that people like you would be job givers, not job seekers.
Yes, sir.
Is it contradictory, his view?
No, sir. I think both are different domain and both have their own benefits.
But he wants more people to go there.
Sir,
And therefore, why as a scientist, why as an engineer you did not attempt to part of startup?
Sir, the culture of a startup is important because nowadays the demand for jobs is increasing.
No, he's not asking you justify startup, non-startup. He's asking you why did you not choose startup as an option? Because it brings out your innovation, it brings out a new thinking. So you have neither new thinking, no innovation. You want to have a rot job.
No, sir. I think civil servant is also provides a scope for innovation and provides public service in a larger domain.
Where is that larger domain?
Sir, in the field of public service, in whichever field we are allotted to, in the field of education, rural development, medical.
So choose one area and give some ideas of innovation. Choose one area of governance where you want to innovate, if you are selected.
Yes, sir. Sir, I would like to innovate in the field of cyber security.
साइबर सिक्योरिटी तो अकेला डिपार्टमेंट होगा नहीं और आप कर नहीं सकते,
Yes, sir.
उसके लिए तो एक्सपर्ट चाहिए बहुत बड़ा।
Hmm.
और डिफेंस में सबसे बड़ा सेटअप है, वो ब्यूरोक्रेट नहीं है एपी। आर यू अवेयर ऑफ इट? द लार्जेस्ट नेटवर्क ऑफ सिक्योरिटी, cyber security work is done by defense in India, by DRDO, with defense people themselves.
Yes, sir.
Bureaucrats
No.
have nothing to do with it.
Okay, sir. No, sir, I'm not aware about that.
So then you have to choose an area where you have an idea.
Yes, sir.
There's no crime to become civil servant, but the reasons have to be right.
Okay, sir.
And if you say yes, you want to make a change or a difference, I don't mind. But then you should know where and how.
Yes, sir.
You are not a first attempt, you are a fourth attempt. So
Yes,
you should
sir.
know what the bureaucracy does.
Okay, sir.
Have you not read the governance as well as both the Constitution of India,
Yes,
where
sir.
the powers and the duties of bureaucrats are defined?
Yes, sir.
Did you read that?
Yes, sir.
Which are the constitutional clause?
Sir, All India Services under articles.
Under article?
Exactly able to recall.
Yeah, so now you should know.
Yes, sir.
And you should read what are the powers they have.
Yes, sir.
And you should read case studies of the different district collectors, and a lot of bureaucrats have written a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
Have they said this is what they innovate?
Well, sir, I could not hear this last statement.
The question is that while you are answering people, you should have more convincing and reasonability.
Yes, sir.
Off the cuff, no answer is given. You should think it through clearly with enough reasons and logics. That
Yes.
So they want to judge your logical thinking.
Okay, sir.
And these are the questions through which they'll ask your logical thinking.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes,
all
sir.
right. What else are you preparing?
Pardon, sir?
What are you preparing?
Sir, in which sense?
For your personality examination.
Yes,
what
sir.
are you currently preparing?
Sir, I am looking towards, I am preparing various elements of my DAP. Presently, I am learning about energy sector because my background is of electrical engineering.
So in the DEF, are you topper your class or what?
No, sir, I was an average student.
So what is so important in your DEF?
Sir, I think that since I have mentioned electrical engineering as my background, it is my background.
So that I'll come. That's
Yes,
your degree. Whether you mention DEF or not, the
Yes,
fact remains that your graduation is electrical engineering.
Yes, sir.
And they can always discuss the role of electrical engineering in power sector and various other sectors.
Yes, sir.
Power reform, power management, which bureaucrats do. And that's why there's a power problem.
Yes, sir.
All the bureaucrats are CMDs and MDs of state power selection boards.
Yes, sir.
So if they were so great, the power sector would have solved. It's not happened. Has it happened?
Yes. Sir, there are issues in power sector, many issues.
So which are they?
Sir, discoms are highly indexed. They are highly indexed.
So why are they in debt?
Sir, because one thing, there is shortage of power. They are not able to fulfill their commitment.
You think country was never in short of power from 2008?
Sir, yes, sir, that is true that India has surplus power.
Yeah.
But the management of power sector is not so adequate, due to which there
Who
is
does it? Who does it?
The state electricity board.
And who are they? The
Sir,
CMD of the electricity board today is a bureaucrat for last 20 years.
Yes,
and
sir.
there's a secretary power sector in each state.
Yes, sir.
Only engineers do generation. They decided privatization of distribution.
Yes, sir.
So what is the role as a bureaucrat you will do?
Sir, as a bureaucrat, I would try to manage them in an effective manner.
Which has not happened. They can ask you, give us a case study of, say, which state you belong to.
Sir, Madhya Pradesh.
So tell me of Madhya Pradesh. Why they are in debt?
Sir, there are many reasons why discoms in debt are in debt. First is due to many waivers and power proliferation, power theft. There are AT&C losses. These are some technical reasons and commercial reasons.
Tell me how much is the power theft in Madhya Pradesh?
Sir, I don't know the exact figure. I know
You
an
should
approximate
remember.
An approximate
If you are
range.
looking at power sector, you should look at the energy basket. You look at energy produced by fossil fuel and alternative sources.
Yes,
You
sir.
should look at the generation capacity in solar and wind in Madhya Pradesh. And you should look at the coal-based power and hydropower.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
And you should look at what's the impact on environment because of the power sector.
Yes, sir.
As an electrical engineer, you should look at e-vehicles.
Electric vehicle, yes, sir.
Power distribution.
Yes, sir.
And in power distribution, carrying the large lines, making power reach. The present government says that every village is connected.
Yes, sir.
But we know every government has been saying this.
Transmission, yes, sir.
So large mile connection, what are the issues?
Yes, sir.
In the current affairs, there are people talking about coal shortage.
Yes, sir.
Many power plants have been. So it's not dependent on the companies or power sector, depend on the government.
Yes, sir.
Government did not allocate coal, and it's only allowed the import of the coal.
Yes, sir.
You know, the coal mining in India is banned currently because the court case is running for many years.
The rat hole mining has been banned by NGT.
See?
The rat hole mining has been banned by NGT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the coal has been bought from outside by certain agencies.
Yes, sir.
So and now it's a shortage.
Sir, we do import coal from outside, but we import high quality coal because high quality coal is not available to us.
What does it mean?
Sir,
why there is a shortage of coal now?
Sir, there are multiple
high quality
reasons.
coal is not there available outside or not?
Sir, there are multiple reasons. First is internal reasons that mining sector has been affected and there is a sudden surge in demand.
So please understand, you are saying that we only import coal from outside because this is a good quality coal. So forget the internal thing now. It's a shortage of recent time. Please look at these issues in a little more in depth.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
so
sir.
Please read them a little more carefully.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Power sector, environmental, and sustainability, these are three crucial issues.
Yes, sir.
Evergreen subjects are empowerment, farmers' problems,
Yes, sir.
and law and order.
Yes, sir.
In the current focus of the Government of India on certain policies, in your views on them.
Okay, sir.
Current Government of India policy of Atmanirbhar Bharat, Startup India, Make in
Yes, sir.
India. India goes against everything what you've been saying.
Yes, sir.
And they also say less government. More government. Sorry, less government, more
minimum government, maximum
governance. So that means less people.
Yes, sir.
And they also started recruiting directly people.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Sir?
In bureaucracy, they are recruiting at senior level directly without UPSC exam.
The lateral entry.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So they know that the bureaucracy has not delivered. That's a belief. PM said in the parliament.
Sir, it's not that bureaucracy is not working, but
Huh?
sir, there are other reasons as well, because the complexity in the today's scenario is also increasing, which requires some kind of specialist as well. That's why they are recruiting lateral entry along with the traditional bureaucratic structure.
Okay.
Yes,
If
sir.
you're happy with it. But he didn't say that. He said something else.
Yes, sir.
And therefore he is doing many more things. Okay, go ahead. What else are you preparing?
Uh, uh, Sir, geography is my option.
They will not ask much about it. Even if it is there, you have just given the exam.
Yes, sir. And sir, I'm preparing my hobbies as well. My hobbies is playing chess.
What are your hobbies?
Sir, playing chess.
When were the first you played chess and at what level?
Pardon, sir?
What level did you play chess?
Sir, I generally play it on online platform and some online tournament. I play it as a hobby, not professionally.
What does it mean?
Sir, playing professionally means entering into tournament and having a fixed kilo rating, which is registered with FIDE. I am not a registered player in FIDE.
So what is the advantage you get now? You are sitting across the internet again.
Yes, sir.
And you are all the time on the internet.
Yes, sir.
Is that a right hobby?
Sir, playing chess helps me relax myself, and I like playing chess. That makes me happy. Moreover, it
I could
also
have
allows
played
me.
cards also. I could have played cards. That also equally tough. Have you played bridge on the internet?
No, sir.
I'm just putting a counter to you. Since you said you enjoy Sharpen, bridge is another game.
Yes, sir.
Where four people play together.
Yes, sir.
And you have to understand the cards, movements, and make calculation all the time.
Yes, sir.
It didn't interest you? Because that also sharpen.
Sir, I am not playing chess because it sharpens my skill. I play chess because I like it.
Okay. What made you to have this liking? What spurred your liking?
Sir, the game was taught to me by my father, and it also helped me to bond with him and to
Was
spend
he a regular player of chess?
Yes, sir.
Would he play with friends?
Yes, sir. I regularly play chess.
No, your father played regular chess with friends.
Yes, sir.
Or internet?
No, sir. He used to play traditionally.
Okay.
Because
who are
at
the
that
best
time the portals
chess
were
players
not
of
so well
India?
developed.
Who have been the recent 10 years best players of chess in India?
Sir, the number one chess player is Vishwanathan Anand. Some of the recent players are Vijay Gujarati, Pentala Hari Krishna, and recently a young boy named R. Prajanand also defeated the world champion Magnus Carlsen in India. India also has maximum number of grandmasters under the age of 20 currently in the world.
Which are the girls which are famous?
Yes, Koneru Humphrey is the grandmaster from India. And there are other players as well, like Tanya Sachdeva, which have recently got international master titles at international level.
Why do you think the horse has a move vertical and then horizontal? Or horizontal and vertical? It doesn't go straight.
Sir, horse is a unique piece in chess. It has its own power. That's why it moves 2.5 pieces.
Yeah. So ultimately, these are created on the chess originate from what?
The chess originated from a game named Chaturanga from India. From India. It's from a game named Chaturanga. It was it was created by a minister who wanted to teach the significance of each and every person or asset in the kingdom to the king. That's why he created this game called Chaturanga. And from this, over with period of time, chess was evolved.
Which was the period?
Sir, I'm not exactly sure about the period.
Fine. What else are you preparing?
Sir, I was a part of cricket university team, so I'm expecting. I have also written in depth, so I'm expecting questions from them.
Out of the university team in what?
Sir, university team of cricket.
Okay. So you would know about cricket and everything.
Yes.
Need not ask this question to you.
Yes, sir.
Were you a batter or a bowler?
Sir, I was a middle order batsman.
Good. So which one you think is the better batsman today in the middle order in India?
Sir, Surya Kumar Yadav is a very interesting prospect in middle order right now.
Some of the good people who are good cricket critics think that T20 has not really allowed the correct test of a batsman.
Sir,
Yesterday I saw a match
where
somebody like Rashid Khan could hit 4 sixes.
Yes, sir.
When there's no all restriction on a bowler.
Yes, sir.
In test match, there is no restriction on a bowler. And all of these people fail.
Sir, I think T20 is a different domain. This challenges the player in a different way, and it has not reduced the significance of Test cricket, but rather has complemented it.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. People who are selected based on T20 in Indian Test team failed all, except those who have been established long time players.
Sir, I think the trend is now changing. Now every team is having specialized Test player and specialized T20 players. For example, if I take England, for example, it has a specific dedicatedly T20 team and a specific Test team, which are.
Yeah, you know the difference between T20 and Test?
Sir?
You know the difference between T20 and Test?
Yes, sir.
What are the main differences?
Sir, first is the over limit. Second is the attire and the ball with which they play.
So these are insignificant.
Yes, sir.
Bowler is the one who has suffered maximum because there are all restrictions on him.
Yes, sir. It can be said that.
And there's no restriction on batsmen.
Sir, it is not that there are no restrictions on batsman. Batsman is a total different game from bowler because when bowler balls, he has the chance to deliver it in different balls, deliver the wicket in different balls. Even if he fails one time, he can try once again. So there is liberty there. But the batsman has to make only one ball to get out.
Yes, the batsman has. I mean, in the T20, if you look at the scope which is left with him,
yes, sir,
you have variations in movement in his ball,
yes,
are limited.
Sir,
and the other is the 4-over limit. If I'm a bowler, like yesterday, Umran Malik had taken 5 wickets.
Yes,
have you seen that match?
Yes, sir. Yes, I have seen that match.
If he would have another over, the whole team would have been out.
Sir, but I think the rules are same for both the team, and the rules have to be.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. That the rules are made to entertain, not to sharpen the skills of a game.
Sir, it is a truth that cricket is a marketable game, and the target is to make it more interesting for the public. So rules are framed, and players are well aware of the rules in advance, so they have to strategize also as per the situation.
Okay. Anything else you want to ask me?
Sir, my father is in bank, so
don't mention about your father.
So, but it is already in bank.
F तो लिखा ही है ना, आपको नहीं बताना है.
Yes, sir.
आपको ना रिश्तेदार बताना है, ना आप उनका मोटिवेशन लेंगे. आपको अकेले रहना है उनको. No prop, no words, no religion, no caste.
Okay, sir.
And no village, no city.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you have said already.
Yes, sir.
Because everybody's father does something or the other.
Yes, sir.
Some could be farmers, some could be a big businessman, some could be politician, some
Yes,
could be
sir.
bureaucrat.
Yes, sir.
The board is not influenced by that. Board
I
want to
was told
see,
that be prepared for questions on banking.
no, why do you prepare? You prepare banking because there is an issue of NPS going on.
Yes,
There is
sir.
issue of bank rate because of the developmental issue. There is
Yes,
an
sir.
issue on banking because in the budget, there are some relaxations have been given. That's why you do. It's a part of economic activity,
Yes, sir.
not because your father do.
Yes, sir.
So whosoever is telling you is fooling you.
Okay, sir.
Banking sector is a finance sector.
Yes, sir.
So you should know all finance sectors.
Yes, sir.
Your father is not deciding any policy in finance, is he?
No, sir. He is an employee.
Yeah, he must be an employee that in one bank must be
Yes,
offering one kind of service.
Yes, sir.
Bank today offers 100 services.
Yes, sir.
So merely saying your father is in bank, tomorrow somebody's father is in agriculture. Will you know the intricacy of agriculture?
Yes, sir.
Not supposed to.
Okay, sir.
But for financial services, yes, because today everybody talks of financial services.
Yes, sir.
Data analytics, application of AI, mutual funds, every day there's an advertisement.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Sir, does my gap year show the wrong impression?
No, nothing. It doesn't matter. How does it matter? You've been following the rule, and within the rule you're there.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
Nothing matters. Language does not matter. If you have chosen Hindi, you can do in Hindi. If you have chosen Tamil, you can do in Tamil. If you have chosen English, you can do in English.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Any other doubt or fear or anything?
So that was the only thing, that whether my gap year would bring a wrong impression to them.
No impression, nothing. You are there within the rule and you are equal candidate, equal opportunity.
Yes, sir.
It's up to do to better convince them with your point of view, your honesty, and your approach.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All the best then.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good
Put your picture on so that I wish you best.
Yes, sir.
Put your picture. All the best then.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Keep smiling.
Yes.
Bye-bye.